Welcome to Module 15, Leadership Models. The outcome is to identify leadership models to create a deeper understanding of how leaders actually lead. So many people that I work with in staff complain about their leaders, but they can't really define for me how their leaders are leading. This is what we're trying to do, help leaders become better by helping the people they lead understand what leadership actually is. I want to share a couple with you. The first is John Maxwell's 5 levels of leadership. Spend some time reading through this. This is a good grouping. It moves all the way from position to permission to production to people development to pinnacle. And there's a building block. You don't start at people development. You start at position. Every leader starts at the first level and then grows possibly to a level 5 leader. This is an interesting one for you as a leader to see where you are in this particular model. Not a whole lot of work for your staff to do other than some understanding and some clarification. This is Hersey Blanchard's situational leadership model. And they define task and relationship behavior, and then they talk about the maturity of the followers. It's very interesting. As a leader, you can only lead to your level of leadership. But the second part, you can only lead people that are willing to follow and to the maturity of the followers. And so Hersey and Blanchard have done a nice job saying, there's times when you're telling as a leader, you're an S1 leader. There's times that you're selling, more participatory, S2 and S3. And then there's times when you're delegating. And it's an important part of how things function. And what I'd like you to do is just go through this with your staff and explain the process and help them identify kind of where you are as an organization. The third model I want to present for you is this line that says laissez-faire to autocratic. And we've defined them. On the very right side, an autocratic leader is I'll do it myself, I'm in charge. We would call this a micromanager, but this is a person that has to be in control of everything. On the far left side is a person who's in control of nothing. Both pendulum swings, both extremes are not very good. What we're looking for is participatory. That's where there's this asking and spending time and consulting. And notice it's very similar to Blanchard that tells, sells, consults, joins, and abdicates. But it's a little bit easier to see in terms of how the structure goes. Now, if you're really brave, you can ask your staff to kind of help you understand who you are as a leader. In each of these 3 models, have them pick out, and this is going to take some guts and some strength on your part, but if you want to get better as a leader, the people you lead have to be able to tell you what they're seeing in your behaviors. Remember, we measure our intent, not our behaviors. The best way for you to learn how good a leader you are is to ask the people you're leading.